We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation.
Oh yeah, Foundational Family. Here's another hot Twitter space for y'all to enjoy, where the Foundational Fam discusses: does race exist outside of the United States? Does race exist on the continent of Africa? Does race exist in the countries of Europe and Asia, and all points in between? But before we get started, I want everybody to subscribe to Miss D's channel. I checked out her material, I checked out her content, and she's on code and she's FBA all day. I'm gonna drop the link in the comments for y'all to go subscribe to her page so we can get her to 500 subs and get her page monetized. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Channel Raw TV.
And I really think that the whole concept of race doesn't exist outside of America to the level that people think it does. You know, I think that it is some BS that a lot of people get fed over here. And then knowing that they don't use race in their countries, they come over here and try to play dumb. So I wanna go ahead and nip this in the bud, man, because I really don't think race exists outside of America like that.
No, I absolutely agree, man, and I hopefully they could come in here and provide receipts, man. Because I mean that's what we have. So hopefully the people could come in here and provide receipts, because I really would like to know too. You know what I mean? I've never heard of the black and white dichotomy outside of the USA construct. Now, if you want to talk about people attaching themselves alone to the construct that America set up later down the line and want to, emulate what America does, that's another conversation. But we talking about like the construct and how it was set up and how it was manufactured and implemented. America is the foundation of that. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's the foundation of that. So, and it's plenty of receipts, paperwork, all type of shit. So, historical evidence, all type of stuff. So, yeah, I would like to see from other places around the world. Did they have that same setup, that same construct, like over here in America?
Now that's real. And then another thing too that we really gonna have to break down and look at is a lot of countries don't even use birth certificates. You know what I'm saying? Like I think America is one of the few countries that does use birth certificates and has been using birth certificates for over 100 years. So if y'all not using birth certificates, how are y'all identifying? You know what I'm saying? Like how are y'all identifying race? You know, like in Arab countries, they don't use birth certificates. I don't even think like in parts of the Caribbean they use birth certificates either, and that's probably one of the reasons why it'd be so difficult for these people's ages to be determined as well. If you're not using no type of documentation to identify when you was born, what month you was born in, where you were born, and all this other stuff, how is it that y'all come over here all of a sudden in this one big black race?
Yeah, I've heard the birth certificate scandals and shit too. A lot of them don't even have that. So I don't even heard some people say a lot of them don't even, I ain't gonna say everybody, but they can't even really tell or have any information on their birth, on the birth date. You know what I mean, of them. So that's just crazy, bro. When you just really sit there and think about all the shit, and we know over here in America in this beast, they documented damn near everything, especially with us. A lot of it is documented. Of course, even the shit that's hidden from us is documented. You better believe they have it. So yeah, that's one thing we dealing with over here, and people don't understand that we're not just talking off of emotion and how we feel walking around in America because we've been here. So no, nigga, we going off paperwork and what was done to us. Us being classified as black is a part of our harms. That's what people don't understand. Like, it's not just our cultural identity and what, nigga. No, that's a part of the harms, nigga. They classified us as black to harm us, to undermine us, to deprive us, nigga. Like, that's the whole thing. So I don't. They missing that. People are missing that.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, man, white people, but they excellent record keepers. They have to be because they want to control the narrative so damn bad. You know what I'm saying? They have to have really really good documentation, and that's why like I'm like you. I want a lot of people to really come into this space and like kind of like break down like how is it that y'all become black all of a sudden here, but in y'all own countries, y'all wasn't using that documentation at all. You know what I'm saying? Like we already done had multiple debates and multiple spaces about the whole you're not black. And so I think it's time now that people just finally admit that they don't classify as race in their respective countries. And like I said, that video I saw with them Somalians, they was flat out telling you they don't go by race. They go by tribe. They go by they whatever tribe they belong to or whatever region they was born in.
That's a fact. And I see Brother Steven in here. Shout out to Brother Steven. Hey, man, look, and I'm pretty. His perspective, his views is different than us over here on this delineation side. But at the end of the day, Brother Steven, you know what we're talking about, bro. Especially if you're from the soil. Put your your Pan African ideology and all that. You know what you came up on and the melanin. We all melanated folks. Just put that to the side for 1 minute. You know what we talking about when we talking about our cultural identity, us as an ethnic group. That's what we talking about. You're not talking about melanin skinned folks all across the globe and how we could come together one day. We're talking about our cultural identity, our ethnic group right now. And I don't think nothing wrong with that to finally get back to that because it was once here before. I'm not gonna act like our people never had ethnic pride and shit like that before, but trying to get back to that because everything became so flattened with us. Everything's so flat. Everything we do, we got to be for everybody across the globe. And I don't understand how people don't see a problem with that, especially if you of the lineage. Because our shit can be for everybody across the globe, but people that like the Jamaicans and the Sudanese and the stuff, when they do their shit, it's specifically for them, and we have to respect it. So we just want that same courtesy, that same just do. And brother Steven, I know you understand that. Come on now, when it comes to this, man, come on now.
All right, so two things. One, good morning, brothers. Two, I get your point. Look, and I think I said this before, and if I haven't, I'll tell you now. Back in 91 or 92, I wrote an article for my school newspaper that said, hey, we should celebrate American blackness, right? I get it. I get your frustration. What I didn't like was the hostility. I get it. It's Twitter, whatever. I can move on from that. As far as the question on of does race exist outside of America, y'all know that American racism is a unique form of racism. America sees two colors, white and black. And other countries...
Hold on. Brother Steven, hold on. We didn't say that racism exists outside of America. We said
race.
Yeah, race. Does race exist outside of America?
So the short answer is large countries like France and Germany don't even collect racial data. America has collected racial data from the very beginning. Race forms the underpinnings of American society, and it always has. So our concept of race as Americans is different than the concept of race for folks in other countries, right? Its importance, its meaning, its value, all of that is different. If you look at, and it goes back to colonialism, if you look at how the British colonial islands, including America, right, were run, and you compare that to the French system or the Spanish system, they were different. When the master had a baby with one of the slaves in France, or in French systems, or in Spanish systems, that mulatto baby was treated differently as a class and as a race than their parent. They just were. And that's one of the causes of the French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution, was that you had a large population of French mulattoes who wanted full French citizenship, went to France to go get full citizenship. France said, fuck up out of here, darky. And they went home, and the rest is history. All of that is true. And that forms some of the arguments y'all have on this app today come out of the underpinnings of how those colonial systems work. A lot of those islands have different colorism problems that America doesn't have. We got our own colorism problems, but we don't have that colorism problem because The U.S. Supreme Court in Plessy versus Ferguson said, no, darky, a darky is a darky. You don't give a fuck how little darky you got. That is uniquely American. It does not exist anywhere else in the world. Brazil has something like 9 different racial categories. In America, it is a dividing line. One drop rule exists. And it is one of the things that makes blackness in America and black Americans different than other people. How we see that lens. That's all. But your observation is 100% correct. Race, as we understand it, does not exist outside of America. In fact, in England, they got a whole separate category for mixed people. We don't do that shit.
No, and you're absolutely right because, like my grandmother, she's light skinned, and when I hear rhetoric like, when they play the whole colorism game, like you said, when they play that over here, it really doesn't affect us like that. We, like you say, we have it, but it's surface level. It's media propaganda, little bullshit that. But when they get down, when it comes to our community affecting us on a daily basis, we really don't think about that because like you, brother Stephen, come on, like I said, my grandmother's light skinned. You a light skinned brother. Yeah, I've never seen a light skinned community in America get privileges for being light skinned. Like you say, all the niggas is niggas. Period. No matter if you light or dark, there was no difference. You know, it was no difference between the two. You know what I mean? So when people use that argument over here in America, it's null and void because like you say, that's not the history of America. There's nobody
Hey,
light skinned people getting privileges off being light skinned in America. It doesn't happen like that. It never has and it never will.
but think about why that is. Because when America said, no, all you darkies are together, that meant that we had to worship together. That meant that we had to go to the barbershop, go to the hair salons. All of our institutions are together and united across the spectrum. Claude Anderson said, black runs chalk to charcoal in America. And that's uniquely American. It does not exist. My mother lied to me. It does not exist nowhere else in the world.
Yeah, and that's basically the gist of this room. Just really want to get because like brother Tommy said, we've had the discussions on here. You hear people talking about it since we brought it to. People been talking about it. It is what it is. But I really want to like if they can just provide that, like provide the documents, the receipts, or whatever you can, because I don't want people to think we just making stuff up. Especially, we're not just making shit up. There's a historical context to it. But a lot of people on this app feel like we're just making this race stuff up, and listen, the people from Africa, the continent, and stuff, they understand it's really. They always like we don't go off of that American construct. They know this. It's really the ones that come to America and want to attach themselves to our cultural identity and what we have going over here. But back home in their homeland, they understand this like in totality that race and all of that. That's really a westernized American kind of thing, and it really doesn't benefit or really affect us over here in our homeland like that because it's nothing historical with it. It's nothing. The precedent hasn't been set with that. So. And that's really what I just really want to. Hopefully, they come in here and they can lay down these receipts so we can see, so we can just end that because I just don't like that. I don't. Like how people make it seem like we just making shit up, pulling shit out of our ass and out of the air and just trying to throw it on the algorithm or put it out to the people. Because that's something we've never really done. Especially with us over here, we love to go off of paperwork. That's what we've been hollering since we came on this app. Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. And if you don't have the paperwork, I mean, especially in America, because they documented everything, so we have to go about paperwork over here. Yeah, that's the letter of the law. Like they said, letter of the law. If you don't have that, your whatever the highest education you can receive, do you have that letter? Do you have that? Like it's all about paperwork over here. So if you don't have that, I don't know what else to tell you. Especially when it comes to reparation and it comes to us and our ethnic group. This is about lineage and paperwork. So, and that's why I want to see from other people across the world. Do they have that same type of paperwork we have? If we all black and we all went through the same thing and it was the same, exact shit to why we just was different boat stops. Well, you got to provide the same paperwork we got over here in America. It should be that easy if we all went through the same shit.
So there's a couple of things in there though, right? One of the things is we are the same. We are the same stock, different boat stops. It's just how the stops treated us when we got there, right? Now you talk to Jamaica, and you know what? I do want y'all to do a little bit more of that. You'll hear about how they were treated when they went to London in the 40s and 50s to rebuild London. And just like Black America built America, them Jamaicans rebuilt London after Germany bombed the shit out of it. And just like Hitler studied segregation in the South, so did them Londoners. So America's blueprint has been exported throughout the world. And that is a shared experience. They know what it's like to be called nigga. True story. Mahatma Gandhi liberated India because when he was in South Africa, they made his ass get up off the train and move to the back of the train because to them, his black ass was a nigga. And he said, I am not a nigga. I'm an Indian. And fuck you, British Empire. I'm going to liberate India because I don't want to be a nigga. That is the true story, the start of who Gandhi was and how India got liberated. All because they called him a nigga. On the train in South Africa.
You said that was in South Africa?
Yeah, so Gandhi was a lawyer, and South Africa was part of the British Empire, just like India was. And so he was down there to be a lawyer. And when he got down there, you know, South Africa, shit. If America created segregation, South Africa perfected that bitch. So when he
Hold on,
got down
Stephen. Hold on,
there,
'cause I'm somewhat familiar with the Gandhi story. Are you sure they called him a nigger?
nigger,
I need this. I will have to see that, like the documentation of that, because I don't think that's how that. I don't. If I recall, that's not how that particular situation came about. From my understanding, they were protesting a railroad being built or something to that effect. And it was tension already between like the locals and I guess whatever company wanted to build some road houses there. So, you know, you would have to just show me that documentation that says they called them a nigga. Respectfully.
yeah, give me a second.
And I heard Brother Stephen, he said when the Jamaicans went back, I believe, to UK or Britain and they rebuilt. And okay, I understand that. You said they went back and helped rebuild the UK or Britain, but I don't, it's still not equivalent to our story. It's still not, it's still not the same exact, I'm not saying they didn't go through racism, all that. We understand racism is not just only in America, but just the same experience and storyline, it doesn't add up. It doesn't. It's not in alignment. So, and that's what they need to understand. And it's not trying to play the oppression Olympics, but we just telling the story how it is, how it needs to be told. We can't all of that. Basically trying to demean, not demean, but trying to minimize just the what happened to us specifically. We can't do that no more, man. That's one of the reasons, one of the main reasons we are in the situation we're in, trying to minimize what happened to us, so we can have everybody feel comfortable and and we want to empathize and sympathize with other people. You know what I mean? When they don't have the same exact story as us. You know, so that's just where I'm at with that. And it's not like I say, it's not oppression Olympics. It's just the truth. It's just history. Because one thing a lot of people leave out in our story when they telling us like before it was the fight for freedom, it was the fight to prove that you was a human. You know what I mean? Like before the fight for freedom, it was the fight that proved that you were human. Niggas thought we wasn't even a human. You know what I mean? Like so that right there is a whole different ball game that people really didn't like. It is you know so. Yeah, man, but yeah, all that minimizing our situation and really what happened to us. Yeah, it's a new day, new era. We can't do that anymore. To because people want to come over here and be able to be around us and understand us or so-called understand because they really don't. They really can't relate to us. Shout out to the brother Suge. Delineation is get behind them walls and and niggas just speaking the real, speaking how this shit has been affecting us in this country, bro. So yeah, man, the minimization of us and what we went through, that shit, yeah, it gotta cease. It has to.
Yeah, and when I'm asking the question, does race exist outside of America? Like I just want to know, are these people really, really, really standing on that, or we all black in their native countries? Because from every account that I've heard, the answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not seeing where any of these people are standing on that race business until they come over here and they know it's something beneficial in it for them.
And we not gonna act like all of them come over here and do that. It's a lot of them that come over here and don't go under that umbrella. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them that go that make sure to identify themselves and what culture and what ethnic group or whatever, what tribe they come. It's some that come over here and stand in that. All of them don't come over here and try to get under that black umbrella. Like it's some that don't. Yeah, I see, brother. Shut up in here, man. What's going on? Shut up. Try to get some of your Pan African buddies, man. Send them in space, man. We trying to, see if they can provide this, provide receipts, whatever, paper, anything. Um, Providing, a source that race exists outside of America. That's it. That's what we trying to get to the bottom of, like, because they say it all the time that it's everywhere. This construct is everywhere. So we just want to, go on and lay it out because we can lay ours out. Paperwork. I'm talking about. It's been laid out for us, and everybody fucking know it. That's how other motherfuckers feel like they know our story better than us. That's why foreigners feel like they can come over here and tell us our story better than we can tell it. Because it's been exploited and been laid out, and everybody been able to take a bite out, So yeah, that's what I want to see. I really want to see if they can provide that paper. We know they can provide the black paperwork, and if you can't provide that, we know you can't provide the race shit because that goes hand in hand. Nigga. The race construct and the black shit goes hand in hand with it. So if you can't provide the black paperwork, then we know you can't provide the race doctor. You can't provide it because that's the origins of this. That's the basis of this shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to you. Shut up, man. See if you can get them in here.
Yeah, and then like a reoccurring theme that I keep on hearing from foreigners is that the reason why they don't go by race is because it's a European construct. Like I hear that a lot. And so that lets me know right then and there that, when people be coming over here and they be trying to play dumb, I know you're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like you just trying to insult our intelligence because you think we dumb. But these people are not calling themselves black in their own country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw another video on TikTok not even 2 days ago of this Dominican young lady, and she was expressing how she's sick and tired of black people trying to make Dominicans black. And I gotta agree with you, you know what I'm saying? Because once upon a time I was one of those black people that kept telling Dominicans, hey, you guys are black too. Like, in my Pan African days, you know what I'm saying, and my We Are the World days, where I thought that all melanated people were black and one family. You know what I'm saying? But now we know better. Now we got more education and we understand that, like, listen, we got to start trying to make people black that aren't black and don't want to be black. What's going on, brother Mark? I see you down there, Miss Fly Girl, Janae Black. What's going on, family? Make sure y'all tweet out the space if y'all want to grab a mic. Y'all more than welcome to.
Tommy.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up, boo? Tommy, why you start these rooms so early these last couple days? You didn't give nobody a chance to wake up.
Man, wipe the coal out your eye and get in the
Man,
game, man.
you sent me a space yesterday. It was 7:45. Ain't nobody getting no. Man, ain't nobody getting up that early to talk. Y'all Negroes. Like
Look, man. So
give a
so you
Negro a
can get up.
chance to
So
make an egg
so
sandwich or
you could
something.
take. You could take Stacey. You could take Stacey Abrams on cappuccino at 6 o'clock in the morning on the campaign, but you can't come to space with your people.
Man, I'm making money. Know what you talking about? Yeah, I was clocking in when I was doing that. Shoot.
Man, whatever, man. What you got on the subject, man?
Oh, man. You tired of people? You tired of the lowercase black people calling themselves black? That's basically what you're saying, ain't you just want them to call themselves whatever they are.
Non-amalgamated.
Look, man. Um, America's strange, man. I heard, and I can't find the video. It actually was something like a news interview. Yeah, and it was talking about immigration, and was talking about coming over here and going through the paperwork, uh,
Yeah, I was just reading
getting
with the brother Stephen putting the jumbotron. Yeah, I don't see anything with him being called a nigga either.
who is that on?
Yeah, I just responded to you. It was Kafir in Boer.
Who is that you're talking about?
But hold on.
Talking
Let me
about
say this too.
Gandhi.
And that's another thing. Hold on. That's another thing too. Kafir. That is definitely a hateful term, but that's not synonymous with nigger. You feel what I'm saying? Like I knew I was familiar with the Gandhi story before because again, back in my whole We Are the World Pan African days, Gandhi was considered a hero of mine until I found out how trash he is too. But he wasn't called a nigger. And the reason why that is important is because we can't use other languages to attempt to quantify what these whites over here were saying and doing to us. Kafir is not synonymous with nigger. Kafir means, from my understanding, Kafir means like a slave or like a servant or something like that. Nigger is more hateful than a slave or and all of that other stuff. I'm sorry. Like it's not the same. So he wasn't called a nigger.
Yeah, it'd be like calling us an Akata.
Well, Akata means wild cat, so it'd be like calling us a cotton picker.
Yeah, but when they talking to when you Akata mean a wild cat, but when they talking to somebody from here that's a human, they're talking about a cotton picker, a slave. Um, is no different than
Stop
it's no different than a
reciting the
pig.
lines from Sugar Hill like that's the fucking definition.
No, it would be more like a bitch is a female dog. Like it's not a bad word when you're using it in that form. When with dudes that hunt and stuff like that, that's it. When they a heifer, that those are not bad words. But those words are bad when a dude call a woman that, or you see what I'm saying? So it just depends on the context that you're putting it in, putting the word in. So when another black person, I have to say this for Boo because he's saying that you can't call them black. So I guess I have to say the lowercase black people. So, or somebody from the motherland or something call you an Akata. They not talking about no wildcat. You see what I'm saying? Now look, I ain't saying I've been around and ever been called that. And I'm sure ain't nobody else in this room ever been called that before either. Because it just ain't had that kind of
Wait, I'm
contact
sure
with
in that 30,000 person space that word was used. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, I didn't stay up all night for the space, but I was in it, and I didn't hear nobody say it. Booby,
I
did
missed it.
anybody say it?
I missed it, but it's famous. It's still famous.
It's a good space. 280,000
Wait,
people
damn, I meant you say
tuned
what's
in.
still
That
famous?
you can't knock a space that 280,000 people at some point uh, clicked on their phone and listened to it, whether it was 2 minutes of it or 2 hours of it. At some point, some
We're
people clicked on it.
we're talking about the greatness of the 30,000 person space, and Shut Up was like, I'm sure nobody in this room has been called an Akata, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm sure it was used at some point in that 30,000 person space.
Was it? I don't think so. I doubt it.
Oh, shut up! Is shut up speaking?
Oh, you can't hear me. Let me.
Yeah, he was. You might not be able to hear
Now,
me.
Booby, tell Booby. Booby might need to reconnect because I haven't moved, so it couldn't be.
Oh yeah, that. Nah, we listen. This app. Um, the Akata. Nah, the Akata word was used a lot.
Can you
Not
can
just
you
that.
can you
The
hear me now?
career word, the bullet bags. We heard all of that shit.
Can
We
you
heard
hear me?
all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But yeah, we heard all of that shit. Shut up. We done heard
That's
some
what they
shit.
was calling. That's what they was saying in that space.
Yeah, bullet bags, drills, Akatas. You know, you niggas ain't nothing but slave monkey babies. Don't know where you're from. You're lost. That this is
Oh
the shit that's.
man.
But look though, that's the shit that's been getting said in their households and in their own little personal. You know, listen, man, look, it's not nothing new. You just don't come out of nowhere with that type of vitriol about a group of people on the spot. You get what I'm saying? That shit that's been instilled in them. You get what I'm saying? So for any
So
motherfucker, for any people that choose like make a personal choice to come to an all white country, when you know what they doing to the people over there that got the same skin as you, you gotta be like you gotta think about that shit up. These niggas said I don't give a fuck what they doing to the motherfuckers over there that got skin like me. I'm still going over there to get like you gotta think about that type of mindset, bro.
yeah, I mean, I get your point. I get your point, and I don't buy into the. I don't really buy into the well. They colonize my country and this, that, and other. And that's the reason that I'm doing it. I don't buy into that. You just, I mean, this looks like a land of opportunity. No matter what black folk are going through, that's kind of what it's viewed as, and I get that too. The money is stronger, even though people say it's weak. But you're saying that race only exists in America. Is that your point that you're making?
Look, the point that I'm making is this, right? Because it ain't no secret that since this conversation really exploded on Twitter, you got a lot of people all of a sudden now, want to say we all black, we one big nigga. But then on the other hand, when we start getting into the questioning and answer portion of it, a lot of these people are admitting that they don't identify as black or even know what black is until they come to America. So if that is the case, what's the motive behind all of a sudden when you get over here, now you're black? What's the motive? Because people don't do nothing for no reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like basic human behavior tells us that all action is based off of a desire. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work, you're not going to work because you just want to do it for the hell of it. You're going there to get money. When you put gas in your car, you're not just putting gas in your car because you like gas. You're doing it so that way you can get from point A to B to accomplish something in your life. So what is the motive behind people who admit that they don't call themselves black in Ghana? They don't call themselves black in the Dominican Republic. They don't call themselves black in Honduras. But then all of a sudden, when you get over here, you're black. What's the motive behind that?
I think it's the processing of people and the way America's made up. I think that I kind of have grown to a conclusion that an American is truly, this ain't gonna sound right, but I heard some white folks saying this on the interview. An American is almost manufactured like a car. Like, man, you literally go through processing, get your paperwork, get stamped, and they literally make you an American. Whatever they ideals are of what an American is, becoming a citizen of the United States of America is literally no different than GM have a car being made in America versus being made in China, made in Japan, made, like a Toyota, a foreign. Coming through the processing of getting into America, getting your paperwork, getting stamped, getting approved, boom, you here. You got all the stuff that you need for the next however many years you're gonna be here. You are literally at that point an American. Now that's a hard pill to swallow, but that is literally, I believe, how this government looks at it. They make Americans every day. Stephen will tell you now, there's a bill on the table. I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but this bill is a Republican led deal with a couple of Democrats that they're talking about bringing in 5,000 immigrants processed the right way a day. 365 days a year times 5,000. Man, that's pretty much
Nah,
10 million.
I hear that.
That's 8 to 10 million. That's 8 to 10 million new Americans within a 4-year period. Them people
I
literally
hear.
become Americans after they go through the table,
Yeah,
after
shut
they
up.
go through
I
the
hear you.
processing center.
I hear you on that. Shut up. But I just don't. I'm like you. I don't think that bill gonna go anywhere. Based off of the simple fact
Stephen
of
knows it's
this.
gonna
Like,
go somewhere after the election. Stephen knows that it's going. The reason that it ain't going nowhere right now is because Donald Trump has said he don't want nothing to be passed about no immigration, period, because that gives the Democratic Party that they don't have nothing to run on. The Republicans don't. If he can't attack that, so they ain't gonna pass that. They ain't gonna vote on none of it until this election is done.
I got you. Shut up. Let me go to El Presidente real quick.
A pie is an American. That's crazy, ain't it?
Appear.
Hi guys.
Hey, girl,
I
what's up?
I hope everybody is
What you
doing
even doing to
great.
wait? What time is it over there?
It's 4 p.m., you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got on the question of the room?
Yeah, I came up just because you made this statement about how nobody in Africa or other places don't call themselves black, and I don't really see how relevant that particular point is because when you come to other places, there aren't other races. There isn't the need because everybody here is black. Black just means the presence of the pigmentation, melanin in your skin. In America, it's necessary because there are other people without it, and they are large in numbers. Do you understand? You get it? Black is not a race, it's
Hold
just
on,
the
El
presence of
Presidente.
melanin
Hold
in
on, hold
your
on,
skin.
El Presidente. Wait 1 second. El Presidente. Wait 1 second. So you're aware that melanin itself is not black? Are you aware of that?
Melanin itself is literally black. That's why it's called
No, it is
melanin.
not.
Google it.
No,
What's
no, it is
melanin?
not.
What is
Okay,
melanin
so
then?
listen, hold
Tell
on,
me
wait,
what
wait. I'm gonna
melanin
show
is.
you. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the jumbotron.
It
Melanin
is
itself
the
is
presence of melanin that causes the black pigmentation, my dear. The
there
black
is no
pigmentation in your
listen.
skin isn't caused by anything but the presence of melanin. I don't know where
El
you guys learned
Presidente,
the
I'm gonna show
biology,
you.
but
I'm gonna show you the
bruh,
color spectrum
bruh.
of melanin. Melanin itself is not
There are
black. That is
shades
a
because
lie.
there are variations of melanin quantities in from human to human. But
No,
literally,
there
the
is not.
reason why your skin has the pigmentation it has is the presence of melanin. If you lack more of it, you're going to be
And
light skinned.
nobody's
If you
skin is
have more
black.
of it, you're going to be extremely dark skinned. Period.
No, no, no,
Africans
no.
don't need.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna put it in the jumbotron. Melanin is not black. Melanin is brown. When you see people that have extremely dark skin, that is called hyperpigmentation. Let us be very clear on that. We got to speak facts. There is no such nobody on the planet has black skin. Nobody.
You've seen all the human beings on the planet. You've seen all the human beings on this globe. You have. You guys make such statements, and it makes me wonder whether, like, that your education system has really deprived you biology, geography. You guys, like, when we have conversations with you or when we hear you talk, it's very evident how little you know, because you can't possibly say, you know, okay, sure, if melanin is brown, don't you understand? Like, don't you know how color works? If you increase the pigmentation of brown, you think it's still going to turn brown? It's still going to stay brown? I literally told you. Then why do you call yourself black then? Tell me why black Americans are called black. Explain to me. Then it doesn't make sense for any black American to call
Because
themselves African.
it identifies our ethnicity.
Explain the logic. Okay,
I
give me
just
the
told you to
history.
explain.
What,
Black
why? So
identifies
wait,
black.
your
Black
ethnicity, your entire ethnicity is based on the name of a color because black is the English name for a
black
color.
is not a
It's
color. Black
English.
is not a color.
It's English. What is
Black is
black
not
then?
a color.
Wow. What is
Black
black
is not
then?
a color. Do you not
What is
understand that
black
black
then?
is not a color? It is a tint or shade that absorbs light. Color reflects light. Black cannot
Wait,
be classified as a color.
wait.
That is a
Black is
fact.
not a
That's a
color.
scientific. No,
Then
no, no,
what?
no.
Okay, so
The
then why are black people
scientific.
called black? Why are
I
black
just
people
told
called
you. You're
black?
not listening. You're not listening. I just explained to you. Black. The scientific definition of black is a tint or shade that absorbs light. Color is defined
Okay,
as a tint.
okay.
Wait a minute. Color is defined as a tint or shade that reflects light. The reason why we are referred to as black has nothing to do with the tint or shade of our skin. It has
Then tell
everything
me
to
why
do
then.
with identifying a specific group of people that went
So
through a
your
specific.
entire identity is based on the English.
So again, this is the only way I could talk. We are referred to as black because it identifies a specific group of people that had a specific experience with a specific group of people on a specific land.
Repeat that.
Black, we are
So
referred.
what? So tell me why Ghanaians are called black stars then. I really want to understand because I want to know
Why they're
what
called what?
specific experience we had.
Tommy,
You don't know Ghanaians are called the black stars? You don't even know.
Tommy, where's that
Every
definition?
single
Where did you get that
African,
definition from?
like you don't know Ghanaians call themselves black stars. Help me understand what specific experience we had with who to call ourselves black stars then, and also help me why it's any relevant for you to associate yourself with somebody's language because black is just an English word for whatever you want to define it as tint, whatever. It's English. It literally is English. BLACK comes from a particular language, Anglais. Help me understand how that becomes your identity. A white man invents a language and uses that, and that's your lineage, and you want to stick to that. Like, I'm black. And I'm literally helping you understand that the reason why we call ourselves black is because of the presence of the melanin in our pigmentation. And it varies from human to human. Yet you want to give us something that makes absolutely no logic. And you want people to see and listen to you, bro. I don't get it. It's confusing. You're in a first world country, like speak like it.
Why do y'all? Why? Okay, I would say this: Ghana do have the best soccer jerseys. I believe that in the whole world. Why do y'all call yourself the Black Stars? So what does that Black Star represent?
Because we're black. Literally. Ask yourself why we call ourselves black. You can literally go and
I
Google,
mean,
read.
I don't know. It's a
Why
whole
do
lot.
we call ourselves
It's a
black
billion black
stars?
people over there. I just want to
Because
know.
we're black. Ghanaians are considered one of the Africans with the highest pigmentation, darkest pigmentations.
Oh, I did.
That's one of
But
the things
that's
they
the
use
reason I
to
didn't know that.
identify Ghanaians. The average, a lot of Ghanaians are very dark. That's why we call ourselves the black stars, the skin, the
Oh,
melanin in the skin, literally. The presence of melanin in our hair, our skin. It's showing out. That's why we call ourselves black. And
okay.
we don't call ourselves, we don't use it as an identity because it's not our language. Do you get it? It's literally an English word. So for you to base your entire lineage and your identity on an English word is for you to have no roots. It's you basically saying before the white
Well, the
man, you
Ghanaian
didn't
Black
have any
Stars is
identification.
the
That's
Ghanaian
literally
Black
what you're
Stars is
saying.
literally a
That
soccer team. That's a soccer
before
team.
the white man, your race had no identification because English was a language that was created.
The Ghanaian Black Stars is a soccer team.
It's a national team, you dummy.
It's still a soccer team.
Yes,
So she just wait
There
a
is a
minute.
black star in
it
our
represents a
No,
flag.
no,
country.
no, 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 no. Hold on, because we could wait a minute. Because if we're gonna play the flag game in the German flag, right? The one that the Europeans have, there's a big ass black line in their flag. So if they start calling themselves black Germans, would that make them black too? I can go through a whole host of European flags that have black in it, black stripes, black stars, and other black emblems. You're sitting up here citing a soccer team and saying that proves that you all are black.
If you want history,
Tommy, you being disingenuous. I
No,
ain't
that's
said
not
that
being
word.
disingenuous.
I ain't
No,
said that.
no,
All
hold
right.
on. Hold on, wait, but wait a minute. No, no, I'm not trying to take a shot at you. Shut up. But let's just be real here. She said that the reason why Ghanaians are considered black, they call themselves the Black Stars, right? That's a soccer team. A soccer team. So this is what black has been reduced to: a soccer team's uniform.
in this situation, ignorance can.
Yeah.
I'm blown away right. I'm blown away right now. I ain't gonna cap, but go ahead, Big GT.
In this situation, ignorance can never be bliss. Read about how our flag was created: the red for our blood, the yellow for the gold, the green for the greenery, and the black for our skin. You're daft, so daft. Read. Take your phone, go on Google, read. The black in the
The
star
It's on
represents the
Big
the
GT.
people. How
the
daft
black
are you? Are you
and
serious?
President. Let me just run this one second. What's it called? The Black Star actually embodies the emancipation of the African, actually. So that's why Ghana has many names, many nicknames for itself. It's the Black Stars of Africa, the Black Stars. Our football national team is tied to the country, so there's no way you can get around it. Then also, let's get down to the nitty gritty. This is identification of black in the Western world is the European world. So yes, it's a political identification because I like in Europe right now, I am identified as black. How you gonna say that is solely for yourself? Where in Europe, I am classed as black also. So I just want
Well,
to understand how you get to that. How do you get to that thinking that it's solely for black Americans? The term
well,
black.
well, GT, let me add this to it. Probably, he might get an understanding. Maybe it might trigger him a little bit. Guess what, bro? I'm a Fanti, right?
Hey, yeah. How you say GT? How Like, where's black on any of your paperwork? You talking about they identify you as black? Do you have
Bro, every paperwork,
no?
when you go to
What is every
school,
no
when you
nigga?
sign,
What is every paperwork? Name them. I don't know what it because we can tell you different paperwork that we have black on, nigga. So what is on like what paperwork do you have black on? Like what is it?
Okay, so you're talking about something that your lineage originated, or what a white man gave you, so I can really understand. Which one is it?
Apaya, you've been in these spaces long
Apia,
enough, bro.
What kills me is
Let
the
me.
fact
listen,
that
this,
like
hey, Apia, don't play that game because the white man named your whole continent, nigga. You
No,
don't even know
listen,
you don't even know the
that's
original
an
listen.
name.
English
Hold on,
Y'all
word.
don't
hold on,
even know
hold
the
on.
original. Hold
Hey,
on, y'all don't even know the original name of the continent that y'all come from, and y'all claim y'all got so much pride in. So don't play the white man named this and a white man named that game. Don't do it, Apia. But it's
Yeah,
on
like
Big T though. I
how
don't think
old is
nobody really
Ghana?
want to hear from
Like
that.
how old is Ghana, bro? Like we got
listen. It doesn't
grandparents
matter how
older than
old Ghana
your
is. It
damn
doesn't
200.
matter. Wait, booby, it doesn't matter how old Ghana is.
No, that
It
matters.
does.
Listen,
No,
black.
that matters, nigga. Because you
It
try to
does.
tell us
It
about
matters how
blackness,
old Ghana is
right?
because Ghana is not
Especially if you
older
try
than
to
the
tell us
term
about
black.
blackness. If you try to tell us about blackness, that matters, nigga. Because we was being classified as black way before the country of
bro,
Ghana even
bro,
existed,
bro,
nigga.
bro,
who
bro,
classified you
bro.
that? Who gave you
My
that
guy,
classification?
listen, listen, my guy, listen to this. Yeah, the highest form of identification
No
in any
tribe
country
was
is what.
named by any
Wait, hold up,
European. No
Don't even
tribe
go
was
down that
named
route.
by
You don't need to go down that route. You don't even need to go down that route. The highest form of identification in a country is what? The passport. In my passport, it says black. Now what?
So you had to get a.
This nigga lying.
It's an English word. It's
Bro,
an English
that's my
word.
political. That's my political classification in their country, bro. I am black.
Hey, Bobby, let me ask you. You know my tribe's name. My tribe name is Fanti. It is attached to my language. It was not given to me by any outsider. Therefore, let me ask you this question: the term "black," where did it originate from? Where did the term
English.
"black" originated from?
English.
Okay, great. Now, if somebody that originated the word, right, classify you as such, sir, you don't have monopoly over it. That's his word. And that's how he
Apparently,
calls
that's
a certain
their
class of.
entire identity.
Okay. So until you
But y'all
tell
in here
me the
speaking
word
English though.
black,
Why y'all not speaking your native tongue?
listen.
Why y'all
Until
not
you
speaking
tell
your native tongue?
it's never catch you there and
Me
even
call
answer.
one say, me
Listen.
come me
Why
provide
Hey,
aren't
bro,
y'all?
because you
Hold on. I've never seen so many people that are so anti European colonialism, but y'all in here using English. Even in y'all own country, the dominating language is English.
It's fucking English, bro.
Like y'all kill me with that. Like niggas will come over here. Is the Babylon. America's this is that. It's so bad. It's so worse. But y'all come over here 100% submitting to the language and the customs of this country that y'all claim is so damn bad. Up here, your ass speak English very, very well, from what I can tell, all things considering. Why don't you use your native tongue?
would you understand if he spoke Fanti?
Absolutely not. And that is my point.
And that's the point that the
Nah,
military,
what
you
I'm
made no
going to say,
point.
I won't say. Me come me
You made
provide
no
I
point.
say, boy. You won't
see,
But
understand
I'm
if
just want to
I
stick
No,
to.
this
I
is
want to
the
stick to the
point.
point. I
You're
want to stick to the point that
multilingual.
I made. I want to
No,
stick
no,
to the
this
point
is
that
the
I
You're
point.
made.
multilingual. But
Wait,
at
no,
the
No,
no,
end of
no,
this
no.
the
is the
day,
I
what
point.
want to
matters
stick
to
to the
you
point.
No,
I
no,
want to stick to
is
the
listen.
point I
English.
made. If you guys are claiming that it's solely for you guys, why is it that on my passport, the highest form of identification, it says black? It can't belong only to you guys then. Black cannot be. It cannot. You're gonna tell what? You're gonna tell the UK they can't use black. They're gonna tell you who the hell. We're the ones that gave you the term black. We're the ones that gave America the term black. Like, what are you talking about, my guy? So just make me understand how the term black is solely for black Americans. And I've got black on my passport. That's just want to know.
And listen, man, it's just like a IRS code. It's no different than uh a 403, the IRS coding something as a 403B, a 401k, a 1040 easy form. It's just
So
all
how's it? How?
Hey,
So
hey,
wait. So
I'm just
how's
saying,
it?
shut up. I don't believe he got black on his passport. I don't believe that bullshit. I don't believe it. So it don't matter how many times you can say that shit, because we can provide evidence of actual paperwork going back to the 1700s with black on it, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Census records, federal documents. So out of all this passport shit, I don't think I'm not a passport brother. I think like, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I need to see that shit anyway. You get what I'm saying? Nigga need to see that. That's what we talking about paperwork. So all this they got black on my past, I don't believe it. Niggas need to see it.
It's
Yeah,
just a
but
Google away.
you but you
It's a Google search away, my dear. Like you can't be this ignorant.
Nah, we don't. No,
Like you
fuck Google.
can't.
Listen,
I can't Google search
no. If he
bitch.
has it, he can promote. He can put that shit out there. I don't have to Google search nothing. If he has
Hey,
it, just post
but,
that shit.
but let me ask you this question. So who classified you as black, sir? Who classified you as black?
The word is English, so I really
Yes,
don't get it.
yes. Since they want to, have what do you call soul,
Who named your country Ghana?
Apparently,
Hey,
no,
without
no, no, no.
fire. Who named your country Ghana? Who named that motherfucker that?
Well, my former president did name that Ghana.
Ghana wasn't named by
Ghanaians.
any white person. Are you serious? It was
Uh,
adopted
uh,
from Asian Mali. Ghana in Asian Mali. Are you serious?
he's down.
you
He's
you
down.
don't know geography, nothing, no history, and then you come and then you make these states.
So let them tell it white folks ain't name shit over there. They 100% independent of white folks, but they speaking white people language right now.
Nobody denies the influence of colonization, but you cannot make it seem as if
Okay, so all right, so I got a question for you. White folks are the ones that classified us as black. Knowing that, do you still want to be black if white folks
that's
classify
No,
us
no,
because
as
no, no,
black?
no, 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 no.
Negro
Listen.
is Spanish.
No.
No,
You
Negro is
gotta answer
Spanish
that
and
answer the
question.
Portuguese
question.
for
No, no, no.
black.
That's a legitimate
English
question. No, no.
is the word
Hold on,
for
wait a
black.
minute. That's a legitimate question for the room right now. That's a legitimate
Okay,
question.
let me let
If
me let
when
me
white
answer
folks,
this.
hold on, Apia, I'm gonna let you go next. I promise you. This is my question for the room. El Presidente, Big GT, Apia, and anybody else in this room that has a problem with white folks misnaming people, knowing that white folks are the one that called us black and named us that. Why do y'all want to be classified as black still if y'all got a problem with white folks naming shit?
Nobody's fighting. We're just trying to point out the illogical, like that, there's no logic in you make wanting to make the term black your sole identity. We're just
But
basically
it
trying to
is
say
ours. It is ours.
it's not a race. It's just used to show the pigmentation in your skin. Do you understand?
No, it is
I don't
not.
think any African is out
We've
there
already.
not
I want you.
claiming
Listen, I
their
need you guys to
country or
prove
their
it.
tribe.
That it solely
Do you
belongs to you
understand?
guys. That's what I know.
So again, you would have to show me where anybody on the planet was labeled as black before we were. And then the question of the room still stands. If y'all have such a problem with white folks naming stuff, and that is such a belittling thing, why do y'all want to be black all of a sudden, knowing that white folks are the ones that started calling us black? I want everybody to answer the question of that room before we go into anything else.
What's the Negro? Like I want to know.
yeah, I want to say that.
What does
Would you
Negro
want to
mean?
be called a Negro? Would you if now
Absolutely not.
when I talk to Tommy and Booby and Steven,
But
I call
Negro
them
basically means black in Portuguese and Spanish. The same way English is what it is. It's
no.
representative
I'm
of the
saying
descendants.
no,
That's what it
no.
is.
That's not
What
what
do
I'm
you think
saying.
Negro means?
That's not what
Google.
I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm
Negro
talking to
means
you,
dead. It means
if I'm
dead.
The
It
talking,
point
comes from the
is,
word necros.
we're
It comes from the
always see
word
a black
necros.
person, whether they're in the
no, I'm
Caribbean, whether
saying
they're in the continent, whether they're in America, blah
if
blah
I'm
blah.
talking
Hold on, L President. Let shut up. Atlanta, finish his thought real quick, then you can respond.
Because
if I'm talking to you, L, or Apia, I'm gonna try to say this whatever name right going forward. If I'm calling you a Negro, um, and I'm saying, man, them Negroes crazy, them Negroes smooth. Does that bother you any? Or what kind of how does it make you feel if I'm calling you a Negro? Because I know how it's gonna make Steven or Booby feel. How would it make you feel if I'm calling you a Negro?
I just
GT.
won't respond because I don't identify as African. So
Boom.
yeah.
Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere
And
because
that's the
Tommy ain't
thing.
gonna. Tommy don't have that same
Look.
mindset like
We
that.
all know. No,
If
no,
I
no.
call
You
Booby a
say boom,
Negro,
like you said something.
if I say, man, Negro, come on, man, let's go,
Everybody
let's
knows
get on up
how
out
the
of here.
word has been used derogatory in a derogatory manner. So of course, nobody would want to be called that. Do you understand? And it's a Portuguese word. Google the meaning of Negro. It basically means black. Literally, black is just English. It's the English word
So
for Negro.
That is a lie.
Literally,
Negro, no, no,
black
no.
is Negro.
You can't lie about definitions. Negro literally means dead. It means it comes from the word necros, like necrophilia. It means dead. So you're wrong for like the fifth time.
and so to your point, L, you if going by your definition of what you found, that Negro literally means the word black, but you wouldn't want to be called a Negro, then why would you accept being called black if it's the same thing?
Exactly.
That don't make now you not now you kind of
Nah, people need to stop. People need to
you
stop being
confused.
disingenuous.
I never thought I would see the day when this nigga shut up, ran down the whole. Shout out to Shut Up, man. Shout out
Now
to shout out to Shut Up. We don't war off on this nigga, man. Some of the scholarship from Tribe don't war off on this nigga. Let's go, Shut Up.
no L is
Listen, no, hold up, sharp, hold up, sharp.
listen. L is what
Webster, the Webster dictionary,
L
no,
is
the
what
Webster
you would
dictionary,
expect from
the
Ghana.
Webster dictionary,
I
bro. You
got
guys are,
love for L.
bro.
L though I
You
got
guys are
love for
crazy.
L. That's my
Wait.
homegirl from the
Negro's gonna be
motherland.
up in the jumbotron.
I saw
Negro's
it.
gonna be up in the
I just
jumbotron. I want
updated.
people to
I just
read it.
put it
Read it.
updated. I just put
Where's
it
it at?
Read
You ain't
it.
put it
updated.
up. You ain't put it up
Shut
yet.
up. Let
Read
me ask
it.
you a question. Shut up.
You
Let me
haven't
Read
ask
put
you
it
a
it
up.
question.
Put
in
it up yet.
American dictionary. In American dictionary. The fucking what's it called? The Webster dictionary.
Now,
What the fuck you talking about? Negro. Yo, you guys are
GP,
crazy. You're
But you don't
smoking.
want to
You're
be
smoking
called a
drugs
GP,
out here.
Negro. If I
GP.
You're
call,
smoking
if I
drugs.
call
Everybody knows the
Sonny,
You're
if I
smoking
history.
call
drugs. You're
Sonny,
smoking
Everybody
drugs out
knows
here.
the history.
Look at
The
look at the
if
definition.
I
history.
call Sonny or
Look
Mark,
at the
if I hit
definition.
him up on
Look
the
at the
phone,
definition.
Shut up.
if I hit
One.
him
Shut up.
up
Look
and
at the
Shut
say,
up.
yo,
Stop
man, what y'all Negroes doing?
like
What y'all
everybody can
Negroes
Look at
doing
know.
over there,
definition
man?
one.
I'm about to
What
pull
does
up, about to come
definition one
through.
state? What does
Hey,
definition one
hey,
state?
GP.
Definition
You know
one.
you can't go academia with these guys. They're not
No, 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 no. We
understanding.
have to. We have
I
to go back
No,
to
no,
said
no,
reading
no. You
class.
can't. You can't do
I
that. They're
want
not
to. I
understanding.
want to
They're
know
not on that
what does
level.
No,
Yeah, I mean, you pointing out the whole Negro. Listen, you nigga, you talking to niggas that got that on their paperwork. Like that's what it is. The funny
guys
shit about
kill
it,
me
bro.
all
Y'all
the
niggas not
time.
talking about that.
wait. You got on your paperwork, but then
Yeah,
it's calling you black. That's all they're doing is calling
listen,
you
it's
black.
on our.
And
We have that on our paperwork as well, nigga. Going back further than Negro. It goes back further than Negro. Negro don't come around to the 1900s. We talking about in the 1700s. It says black, nigga. Like we talking about real shit. So that's why. Yeah, man. Y'all niggas.
And also, but we're not just gonna
I
gloss
lived my
over.
entire
We not gonna gloss over what Shut Up said, man.
y'all.
If
Tommy
y'all
trying to
don't
do
want to be
another 30.
called, if
Tommy, you trying to do
Negro and
another. Y'all,
hell yeah, nigga. Hey, listen. If Negro and black are synonymous, but you don't want to be called a Negro, but you do want to be called black, that you contradicting yourself, El Presidente. You contradicting yourself. And how the hell you Ghanaian with a Mexican Twitter handle?
you guys are contradicting
now
yourself because you said that
Man, you
Negro
guys.
doesn't mean black. You guys are contradicting yourself.
Hey,
Like, come
hey,
on,
hey,
bro. Like,
hey,
let's
shut up.
get
Let me ask
let's,
you
I
a
lived
let's
my
question.
get together.
entire life
Shut up. Let me
idolizing
ask you a
black
question. Shut
Americans.
up
nah,
and
Now
man.
troll
We
it.
done.
Sharp
No,
was just playing along to
Shut up
you
and
guys
troll
and
it.
you didn't
no.
even
We done
know.
Shut
fell
up,
into a
trolling these
trap.
you
These
folks.
guys
niggas.
don't know
No,
shit.
these niggas trying to get another
Look,
30,000 space today. That's
shit.
what they trying to do. These niggas starting stuff. They trying to start something. These niggas trying to get another.
Like you
Y'all
ask me
playing
a
the game.
question.
Y'all
You
playing the
ask
game.
me a
I ain't
question
finna fool
about
with
Yo.
you Negroes all
which
day, man. Don't got no sense.
which Negro has
Y'all
been
niggas
used
trying to
as a
get 100,000
derogatory
people in
term.
here. I ain't finna fool
Look,
with y'all
all
Negroes on this
people,
today. Y'all playing this.
all
This is a trap.
people who were the
This is
very
a
people
trap
that were
space.
affected by the word being used derogatory shouldn't have even asked me in the first place. That's literally why. The reason why I don't like the word is because it has been generally termed as an offensive word. So use logic and ask me that question again.
who would want
Yeah.
to use or take a derogatory term? It's
And
literally
now use that
logic.
word against
Now call
Gigolo.
yourself black because it literally is a universal identity and name to identify all people that have this pigmentation that look like me, bruh. I am a black star in Ghana. Are you serious?
Word. Word.
Listen. I don't know,
The
bro.
cell's dark.
And
The
to
first
add to it,
definition
and to add to
says
the
And I
black,
have to
Black is universal, but not Negro.
and to add to it,
But you just
right?
said black and Negro
Y'all.
so Negro
bro,
is not
bro.
Negro, but
The
black.
definition
be
is there in the
used
But this
as a
dictionary, bro.
this why
derogatory.
delineation and gatekeeping. This why this shit is important. Cause nigga, they trying to run off with black. Like nigga, huh? That shit don't even make sense.
They
It
want to
don't
run
make
off with
sense.
black, but look, they want to run off with black, but they don't want to accept everything that led up to being
Everything that
called
come
black.
with it.
That shit crazy, man. That's ridiculous.
Apply that
Hey.
same logic.
Wait. I just want to ask a question. What landmass does black tie you to?
What?
Uh oh.
Yes.
Uh oh.
What landmass does black tie you to?
America.
At
America,
the
Bro,
stolen land, sir. The
bro,
stolen
God
land.
bless.
bro.
I tell you what, the same land that you listening to us on this Twitter space on right now, more than likely, America.
Hey,
So apply that same logic you want us to apply.
No, hold on, and then this too. If you say that you're black, right? Why would you even ask the question what landmass that ties us to? By your own logic, wouldn't it tie you to the land that you're from that you supposedly calling yourself black on? So that goes to show that you know that you're not black, dude. You know you're not black.
Man, these niggas, bro.
man, so you did not get a
Bro,
drift?
he asked you.
You
He
didn't
asked
get
you
a
that.
drift of the question, sir?
Okay, so let me rephrase it for I want Pia to answer this. If you're black,
He literally asked you that question. So you
I'm talking to a Pia. I'm talking to a Pia. Pia, what landmass does you calling yourself black tie you to?
The continent? Yes, sir. The continent. And to be very specific, that's why I didn't want to go that route with you, right? Here, academia doesn't count in this conversation. But you remember in 1919, Marcus Garvey came with the Black Star Line, right? I didn't want to take you there because, you're not on that level. Now, in 1919, it was
Man, cut
established,
it out.
right? No. Hold on. Let me build it out.
No, cut
Probably
that
you'll
out.
learn a
Cut it
thing or
out.
two.
Now let him go.
So,
Let him go. Cause
so,
he
so,
finna
so,
Yeah.
keep
Keep
bringing it
cooking,
up.
man. Keep cooking. Keep pounding.
All he gonna do is find himself into another trap. Keep talking to P.
okay.
I
Oh,
love
all
when
right.
P
Okay.
talk. I
Yeah.
love it.
And you know where, listen.
Pia, go ahead. You got the floor.
No, yeah, it's the latency. Marcus Garvey, where he originated from, he established the global ship line called the Black Star Line in reference in trading for people like us, the Black universe. Let me put it that way. In 1940, when Ghana had her first ship line, it was named the Black Star of Ghana in honor, as part of it, with Marcus Garvey's honor. Let me put it that way. If you see our flag, that flag is the black in it is a Pan African flag representing all black nations. That's what it means. So get that through your greasy head, okay? I don't want to go that route with you because that's a whole different level that you say put in the jumbotron, and I don't do that nonsense with folks that don't read. So when you
The
talk about
effects of
black,
lack of
okay,
education, bro. I
yes,
have
and also
goosebumps.
I'm a
It,
Fanti,
it makes me sad, to be honest,
yes,
because
and I'm
I
a
idolized
Fanti,
Black Americans my entire life,
yeah,
only to grow up to notice that, bro, the brains don't work over there.
yeah, and also I'm a Fanti. The Fanti was not given to me by a German original name turned into English BACC whatever. It's because I speak that language. So I have monopoly over it. That is mine, 100% mine. Fanta Meka Fanta and that's why see how I tricked you? You didn't hear a word I said. So that is mine. So why am I speaking a language that somebody gave you? Now I wanted to ask Shut Up this question. Pre-slave era, how did you classify yourself, Shut Up?
Uh,
Pre-slave era, how
Black,
did you
nigga, I wasn't
huh?
born.
No, your fourth, your lineage, sir.
Nigga, you ain't finna take me down no trap road like that.
Okay, that's what I thought. But guess what? We were calling ourselves Tuntum Bibini in our language. When I reference that in English, it means black. So even before the white man came, we knew who we were. We were speaking our own language and we we're referencing ourselves that way. Shemi Tuntum Mohonam Tuntum. This means look at my skin color, black. That's
And
what it means.
when you got over here, your name ended up being Toby.
And you
Oh
can
hell
Google
nah.
Tum Tum
Oh hell nah, man. Shut
Now,
up.
T-U-N-T.
Now you
well,
play
that's,
me.
Google.
no, you came over here to be Toby.
It means
No
black.
hell
Because if
nah.
you
Tuntum
didn't
means
want to be
black, my
Toby,
dear.
you wouldn't have moved over here.
Man, listen, it
That's
was a
why I call you a pire and
oh
not
hell
That
nah,
man
man.
is so xenophobic and anti-African. He can doesn't even hide it. It's crazy.
I
I
ain't
just want to. I just want to know how it's solely. I just want to know how it's solely for America. That's all. Man.
You
That's
didn't
the
hear what
topic
you
of the
didn't hear
room.
what Don said. Don said it was based on their experience. I'm wondering what type of experience. So the white man said, look at this type of experience. It's a black experience. Let's
So it's
use
a
that.
European. So it's a European classification. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, like
It belongs to the white man. It
So
belongs
exactly.
to the white man.
basically, before
Yep,
the white men, they had no classification, nothing.
yep.
That's what
That's
you're
what
literally
according to
saying.
them.
English is a
Yep.
word, it's a language that was invented by the Europeans. Without the word black coming from the word, the dictionary, the English language, you really had no identification, is what you're saying? That's sad, bruh.
Yeah. That's even worse, man.
That's
That's where
literally
we
not
didn't
what
want to go.
people.
But
That's
we
literally
have to
not what
please
we're
them there.
saying.
That's why.
That's
That's why the
literally.
1619
That's all
landing,
you've
the
been
first
saying.
1619
That's all
landing,
you've been
they said
saying,
they
that
a
I'm
group
black,
of
I'm
No,
black,
wait a
I'm
Africans.
minute.
black.
You
Wait a
get
minute.
me?
No, wait a minute. This is what y'all have to understand, and this is why I'm so glad that we're here because remember, we're talking about a specific group of people that had a specific situation, right, on a specific land. There has never been a people in known history that have ever had the assault on their true heritage the way that we have. We acknowledge that black and Negro, these are all misnomers that were put on us. So you're right. Before the 1400s or 1300s, we don't have no idea what we were being called. But that goes into the specific experience part that y'all know nothing about. And while you're in here trying to make mockery of that, that just further proves that we are not the same people. Because real black people understand how traumatic that was. Real black people understand what that assault was. Y'all come over here and y'all try to make fun of that and try to make light of that. And y'all wonder why we are delineating so harshly. Real black people don't do that. They don't. They don't make light of chattel slavery, which was specific and exclusive to North America. So, in a room of what I think 50 people in a recorded space, y'all are just showing and proving in real time that we're not the same people. And that's okay. El Presidente, not even 5 minutes ago, said that black people don't use their brains. You were talking about us. So thank you for delineating yet again.
Bruh, before your
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
presentation,
Man,
it
it
was
was
That
me,
was
dumb,
real
bro.
your
emotional right
assistant
there,
that
bro.
my
That was real
assistant
Shut
emotional
up.
still.
existed.
Shut
I'm not
up. Put
gonna
these
lie.
guys
My
in the classroom,
ancestors
bro.
didn't
Shut up. Put
exist.
these
Your
guys in the class.
ancestors.
And nobody ain't answered shut up question yet, which was a great question. If Negro is so bad and y'all won't use that, but Negro is how we got to being called black, why don't y'all want to be called black? I still need an answer to that question. I got all afternoon. I'm off for work today.
Because I told you, bro,
I
it's
did.
a
I
classification.
answered. It's a derogatory word. It has been generally accepted as a derogatory word. Do you not know this? Do you not
So is
know this?
black? So wait,
I
so
said
wait,
you
so
can't
is
Have you
have
black
any
ever
not?
said,
academic
Hold on, hold on.
what
conversation
is
with
it?
these
You mean
folks, man.
It's been
derogatory? So
Calm
generally
black
down.
is
No, these
accepted as
derogatory.
a
folks think
derogatory.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you're trying to say it's a derogatory term? Okay, I get it. You're saying Negro is a derogatory term. The same people that were using Negro as a derogatory term, they were also using black as a derogatory term. So by your logic, you should not want to use black any more than you would want to use Negro because black is only the upgraded derogatory term for Negro. So listen, you can't have your fufu and eat it too. Either you want to be called black and you see it as something honorable and something that you should stand on, or you don't. But don't sit up here and say we're gonna drop Negro, but we're gonna pick up black. Because we don't have that option as black Americans. We don't. We had to go through the whole era of being called a Negro. We had to go through the era of being called mulattoes. We had to go through the era of being called all of these different misnomers. We had to accept that. So you're not going to have your fufu and eat it too. You're not just going to say, I'm going to be black, but fuck up everything that came before that. No. You got to take everything that come with it.
Your
Listen,
Bro, that's
ancestors, which are
crazy.
also
listen.
mine,
You know what?
fought
Because you're running away from your
fought
Africanness,
fought
that's why you're
to
struggling.
change their.
But again, they got to know again. We was like black is on the U.S. Census records like way before Negro, so they need to understand that. Like I don't know if it needs to get put in the jumbotron. Like niggas was documented as black before Negro. Negro don't come to the 1900s. So we talking about some shit way down the line. Like we want to put paper. We talking about federal documents, paperwork. We talking about some shit way down the line in the 1900s, bro. So nah, bro, black yeah, it ain't got shit to do with y'all. Nothing.
Yo,
I want to
stop giving
understand
credence to the white
how.
man,
Oh,
man.
Apia,
Stop
my
it.
hand was
You make
up.
it.
I want to
Okay, go ahead.
understand how your ancestors, which are also mine, had to fight to change the names back to African American.
Oh no, we ain't got the same ancestors, baby. We really don't.
Why do you
Respectfully,
think it was necessary for our ancestors, because they were taken from this land, to change?
See how Bobby is giving credit to the white.
no, listen, you can't say the same ancestors because it's well documented that only 3% of the people that were taken from Africa actually ended up on this land. You have to account for the tens of millions of people that were already over here. And then you sit up here and say, our ancestors. You're just trying to latch on to a history that you know does not belong to you. You know it doesn't.
Okay, fine. So why did your ancestors fight to be called African Americans? Help us understand the
They
logic
never
behind.
thought to be called
You
African
guys,
Americans.
whoa,
That's
oh,
another thing that
okay.
you know what you're talking
Then
about.
apply the
Okay,
same.
so
Okay, you see the question
Man,
you're
no,
you
asking
guys
no,
love the
yourself.
no,
white
no,
man.
Zeke,
no,
Trust me.
Zeke, are you having
no,
a conversation?
no.
Should we leave?
Let me ask a
Apply
question,
Hey,
man.
the
Let me ask a
same
question.
logic.
Let me
wait a
ask a
minute.
question. Let me
See,
ask a
we
question.
Hold
shouldn't be
on.
calling ourselves black because black is derogatory. And I don't
That's a
remember
trick
anywhere
question.
No, you said that
where
our
black has been used
ancestors.
as a derogatory term.
First of all, you said our ancestors fought to be called African Americans. Reason 1068 why I know you're not a black person. No black person in history ever fought to be called an African American. That is something that a card carrying reservation Indian by the name of Jesse Jackson called us because he was trying to get in good with white folks when he was running for president. As a people, as a lineage, we never fought to be called no damn African American. And you can't show no movement, no documentation that backs up that faulty claim of yours. So stop lying. Let's go to Big T.
Yo, you guys enjoy. I'm done. I can't, like, bro,
Yeah,
headache.
you can.
You
No,
know?
no,
All
you
right.
can't handle with these folks. No, you can't. These folks, they're special. Special breed. I'm telling you.
Hey, listen, I just want to ask a question. Yeah, I just want to ask that question. Like, who are those people that you guys talk about? Like, who are they? Like, in the 1619 landing, yeah, who do they speak of? Like, who are these people? Like, like, who are they? Like, who? Are we talking about aliens? Are we talking about, who we talking about here? That's where I want to start the premise. Who we talking about first?
Nigga, the premise is, does race exist outside of America? That's the
Hey,
premise.
answer the damn
And I
question.
answered that
Answer the
question
damn
already to you,
question.
Booby.
I don't know what the fuck going on. Like, that's the premise, nigga. And
You
listen,
got
that
mashed up with
African
that
American
question,
shit,
Booby.
wait, look.
Booby, you got
Hey,
mashed up with that question. No.
now, hey, on that African American shit, look, we don't have none of that shit on no paperwork. Well, for sure, I know I don't. On no document, nigga, I don't see no African American on nothing. You get what I'm saying? So our people never fought for that shit. And when that shit got popping, it got popping right after immigration, after we got flooded with fucking Africans and Caribbeans. Then they hit us with the African Americans. So it was a setup from the beginning, bro. It ain't on none of our documents, on no census records, on nothing, nigga. So yeah, our people ain't fought for that at all. You sleep. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas don't speak for us. Y'all trying to tell us. That's why we delineating, bro. Foreigners trying to tell us our history. That shit crazy. It's really crazy, bro.
Yo, hey, Booby, you know what? See, I've got a little sensitive here because you're trying to give
Yeah,
the
then
white
why you get
man.
sensitive? What you get sensitive for?
No,
No, no,
because
this is
no,
mad, yeah. This is what I
no.
want to understand, yeah.
He's giving the
If
white
you,
man
if
a
you,
credit that the
if you
white
say
man
no,
doesn't
no, no,
deserve.
no. If no, no, no. I told you to explain to me why is it that in Europe I am classified as black. The policeman won't say I have an
Cause America,
IC3 melt.
nigga, everybody follows America, nigga. That's the only reason. I don't give a fuck about what they copying and what they doing. We don't give a damn about. We don't respect that, bro. Americans don't listen. We don't give a fuck about what's going on in UK, and we don't care, nigga. We telling you what's the foundation is and how we moving. That shit don't mean nothing to us, bro. That they over there copying with him, but we don't give a damn. Hitler copied he copied the same shit and went fucked up his people. Hitler did the same shit. It is what it is, bro. People do that. They copy. But we letting motherfuckers know, hey, y'all copying us and y'all trying to run off with our shit and dictate, and we not having that, bro. That shit is over with. No more kumbaya. It doesn't matter. Everybody paperwork is getting pulled. Everybody. It doesn't matter, bro. That shit is over with. Everybody paperwork is getting pulled. That's just how we moving, bro. And it's happening on a rapid. That shit happening rapid. Niggas talking about this shit ain't going off the app. Okay. You see what happened in Minnesota? Quick flush. Young niggas. I'm talking about ran quick. Like, it's nothing, bro. So I'm telling you, bro, like, all right.
Hey,
Hey,
Bro,
so Sonny,
can
I
I
don't know
speak
what the
on
hell
that?
that was.
hey, hold on, man. My nigga Sonny in here, man. Hold it down, GT. Go ahead, Sonny.
Hey, hey, can I speak on that point real quick? Because a lot of these African people really don't or neglect to know how deep the network it
So
is
ODB, let's keep
amongst
quiet,
Black
bro. Let's
Americans.
keep
Bro,
quiet.
shut
Let's
your
keep
bald
just
headed
allow it. Just
ass up,
allow it.
nigga.
Let's
Your
allow it, bro.
goddamn
Just allow it, bro.
privilege.
You about to
Listen.
just
There's a
allow it.
reason I ain't
Just
talking to
allow it.
you in a minute, bro. You a
Let's
nigga
allow it.
first.
Just allow it.
But
Just allow it. You
listen,
can't talk to me.
a lot of
That's
these
right.
immigrants they lack to understand like the network that Black Americans really carry across the country and how it could really get bad for them being 5% of the Pacific ethnic racial
What
talking
kind
shit
of
you
Nazi
niggas every
talking is
time.
this shit, bro? You're gonna
This dude can't even make it
this is
work.
some
He can't
crazy
Can't
fight.
make it
shit,
work.
bro.
Hey, look, let brother ODB cook y'all ass real quick, man. Y'all stay on y'all mics, and when he done, I'll bring y'all up. But Appear, chill out.
Yeah, real quick, ODB, my fault. That shit that happened in Minnesota was a response. That was a reaction. So I don't act like the people going out pushing violence and
Nah.
smashing on niggas. No,
Nah, bro,
that was a
it's been
reaction.
like that though, bro. Like I'm from Columbus, bro. So we had a situation in Columbus where okay, it was a 16-year-old boy. He got killed by a 21-year-old, but then his cousin stayed outside of his mother's house. They killed the mother, and then he had twin sisters. They killed one of the twin sisters, bro. You know, Black Americans morally, we don't get down like that, bro. We don't do that fucking. But when it get like that, and y'all are 5% of the population, so what if? In Columbus, we would have been like, oh, we killing all Somali. Everybody who related to this nigga on this side of town, they started killing Somalians, bro. Y'all niggas would be upset. Them Somalian niggas would be upset because y'all would be getting slaughtered. Because that's a person that's from the city and that whole family is from that area. So if the niggas started busting down from other states or even just within the city started getting down on them niggas like that. But we not even like that. Like we gave them niggas a pass and was like, you know, that shit was foul. You know what I mean? But it's certain shit that we even see now, like the brutalization and the gruesomeness, the how y'all niggas operate. That Black Americans, we really didn't get down like that. Y'all niggas on some weird shit. So as 5% of the population, if more responses start happening like Minnesota, that's not on us. That's on you for brutalizing the neighborhood and coming in and trying to do some bullshit.
Yeah, ODB right though. Real talk. It is he from my city. It's a Somali gang called Bantu Life. And they be out there wilding out.
And that's crazy though, because like we seen it not just from the Somalians too, but there was a video that went viral maybe like 2 or 3 years ago where this young black girl was getting jumped by some Asians, and she went fucking Neo in that damn courtyard when he was fighting all them agents on their ass. She beat the fuck out of them. And when I saw that video of those young black people defending themselves against the Somalians. A lot of y'all don't have no smoke and telling y'all own people, hey, it's not cool to be jumping on Black Americans for no reason. Because that's what it was. They jumped on them for no reason at all. And then when the get back came, everybody wanted to try to cry victim. But y'all got to understand something. See, y'all get fed. See, on one hand, y'all get fed this dose of how violent Black people are, but then on another end, y'all get fed a dose of how Black people get beat up and the whole slavery thing and stuff like that. Y'all better understand something with Black Americans. We are not an inherently violent people, but history shows when you fuck with us and you push a certain button, it's hell to pay. So y'all better stop with these damn games and stuff like that, like the big GT and a P
Bro,
and
stop talking nonsense, man. Stop.
shut the fuck up. What I'm saying is this: everything ODB saying is real, and ODB, go ahead and finish your point, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it across the whole other side of the country, like in LA with the Belizean community. You know what I mean? You have Belizeans that are part of certain sets where they won't take it there with another Belizean that's part of the set, but a person that's part of a different set or a set that they into it with. You feel me? And they Black American, they gonna take that all the way there, shoot up their mouth, but they ain't gonna do that with another Belizean people. So I'm just saying, y'all being 5% of the community, if these responses start happening because niggas are delineating. It's not on Black Americans, bro. It's on y'all niggas coming over here to our homeland and wilding out, acting
Hey,
like some
hey,
goddamn fools,
hey,
nigga.
Don,
That's what it come
hey,
down to.
Don, can we stick to the main topic and not sway
Hey,
into
I'm
this
trying to
baby
educate you because you be
nonsense?
coming over here talking major
No,
rec.
no, but
You
you
be
came
over
with a
here
different
talking major
conversation,
rec
though.
appeal like you
No,
gonna
no, no,
take
you came with a
somebody
different
do this to
conversation.
this one or that
Hey,
one.
all right, let me stick with a real conversation. I'm not interested in y'all, gangsta in skirt outfit. I'm not ready for all that. Say, listen, Booby, my ID, right, is not tied to anything white. Get that straight. My self identification has nothing to do with the classification of a white person. Okay, for
So
official, listen,
when you're
listen,
back
listen.
home in your homeland, what do
Hey,
you
will you be?
classify?
Hey,
What do you classify
listen,
as?
listen.
Well, I got
Let me
one
learn.
better
Listen,
up here. I
listen.
got one better
For
up here. Are you Black?
hey, let say what now?
Are you Black?
I'm the definition of blackness, sir.
Gotcha. So guess what? That's a white term.
Y- Yes, because no. Listen, because I can say the same thing in my look. It
Dog,
is tied. No. Listen. See that?
hold on, up here. Slow down, bro. Because you embarrassed yourself when you first logged on this app 2.5 years ago. But let me help you out, bro. You just said you don't go by anything given by white people. Then I asked you, are you Black? And you said you're the definition of Black. So you the epitome of Black is what you're saying. That is a white term, bro. That's a term that white folks put on a specific group of people. And you would rather go by a white term than just admit that you're not one of us, bro. It's okay.
All right. So okay. See, there's a reason I said it is hard to have any academic exercise with folks like you. Now, in
Appeal, are you the
communication,
definition of
hold on.
a are you the
Now let me break it
definition of
down.
a Negro?
Now, in communication, right? The
No, I'm
essence
serious.
of
Are you the definition of a Negro?
I am the definition of blackness, sir. I stated it. Okay. Now,
L said
listen.
that Negro
Shut
was
up,
Let
you
me
black.
done
make my
tuning,
point.
nigga.
Hey, Don. The reason why I am
You
speaking the
won't. You
white
don't want to be
man's
called
language,
no Negro, do you?
I told you. Nas
When
told you
did
that
shut up start
Negro Kings.
delineating, bro? That shit
Listen,
crazy.
Cut it out,
listen,
ODB.
listen. What
Cut
I'm
it out.
saying
Don't
here,
start
what
that.
I'm saying here is this, right? I wish I could speak to you my native language, so you would know who I am, who truly am. My identity.
I'm not interested in hearing your native language. I'm interested in you going to your native home. We gonna go to brother Sonny, and then we got my sister KD. Man, I'm really tired of hearing from you up here. But go ahead, Sonny, and then KD.
Yeah, nah. Nah, I just had a quick question. For GT, I ain't seen GT in a minute. GT and Empire. Um, what what is white African culture?
White African culture. We don't have white African culture.
You have white Africans.
Without
white Welsh. Wait, hold up. No, hold up. You got white settlers in Africa, yeah.
Are they
That
considered
class
African?
themselves, they're not considered African.
Okay.
Afrikaans.
the settlers, as he stated.
What do they call
They're
themselves?
considered who they are, and South Africans will tell you that they're settlers. So they're considered as settlers. Everybody knows they're settlers.
All right, I land right there.